Alright, so my plan for today was to go and play the brand new mode, F2 Elimination. It isn't really brand new, they've released it about 12 times, they've just made it F2 cars. But unfortunately, even though it's a midday on a Tuesday, not a single human is playing it, and there is not a single soul, like, anywhere near that game mode. So, I've had to sack that off and do this instead. The brand new Jack Doohan Challenge Career Mode. I don't know what it is, but we're going to go into it today. But before we go into it, two things. One, make sure you like the video. And two, here are my previous results. I finished 1st in the Fernando Alonso Challenge Career all those many weeks ago. So at the moment, we only have episode 1 out, which is fine. I plan to do this in 3 different episodes anyway. And we only get a single attempt, so I need to lock in. I really do. So here is attempt 1. Episode 1, that is a single attempt. So we do a race around Bahrain and then Saudi Arabia. So we just follow along with the real life calendar. I don't even know if we drive in F1 cars or F2 cars. If it's F2 cars, I might be finished because I'm really bad. But Jack Doohan is in an Alpine uniform. So I wonder if we're going to be in the Alpine. Because of course, next season in real life F1, Jack Doohan will be driving for Alpine, so that's probably what this is. Alright, so here we are in the menu, and to be honest, I think you have to complete practices if you want to get extra points. I could be wrong, they don't explain how any of this works, they just say, right, do this, and then do this, and then go and do this. One thing I have noticed, though, is it's still a 5-lap race and a one-shot qualifying. You can't change it, you can't, like, it's not different, it's still just a 5-lap race, so I guess we'll just go straight to qualifying because I'm not doing practice, pretty much. That is the epitome of boring. So, quali, let's go. Another thing that I kind of dislike about the challenge career is you can't really change the difficulty, like, to be more specific. You get 4 or 5 difficulty options from, you know, easy, medium, hard, whatever, expert. And the expert setting is from 85 AI to 105. It doesn't tell you what it puts it on, it just says that. Now with me, at most tracks, I'm about 107 or above. So this might be very, very easy, but who knows. Bahrain isn't my best track. Oh, but yeah, and of course, it's a one-shot. I completely forgot about that, to be honest. Right, here we go then. We're just underway. Right, let's try and lock in. I think that was a decent braking point. On the curb a little bit, but it's fine. Now we need to, massive snap of oversteer. That was not very fun. Not pleasant at all. We are going to be fighting Norris for P1 at the moment. I think that's all the overtake I can afford to use on this lap. I was a bit sluggish around there. Let's just try and get a nice exit. Okay, saw nothing. Let's just continue on. So through Sector 1, it is going to be a purple for Jack Doohan on his debut in the Alpine, which I predict is probably the slowest car on the grid right now because Alpine in real life are just slowly self-imploding. I genuinely don't see them actually competing in F1 by the 2026 season. I'm having a very unclean lap at the moment. It's a bit slow. As you can see, exits are poor. Braking points are all off. And somehow I am still in the fight for this pole position. And here we go! Final corner of the lap. Little bit just mid. Like, just all round, just mid. But we are going to cross the line. And I believe Jack Doohan, on his debut, takes a pole position. Nice game mode. I really enjoy getting pole position as a rookie in an awful car. It's great. And what was the gap in the end? It probably can't be big. A 10th. Lovely. 1 second ahead of my teammate. It's ideal, really. Good first race. I believe I probably already have Ballon d'Or shouts, and it's my first race. Cool. Right, Grand Prix time. Let's go. I wonder if the game will, like, actively change the difficulty depending on my qualifying time. Because when it says 85 to 105, what does that even mean? Like, what does it actually set it to? Is it just, like, random between each driver? Because, like, going off quali, if that was 85, which it wasn't, because I would have been, like, 2 seconds quicker, do they just, like, up the difficulty for the race? I have no idea, to be honest. It's very weird. And it's race time here in Bahrain. It's Jack Doohan's debut race. Can he make it a debut win in the absolute tractor that is the Alpine Formula 1 car? Well, going off that start, absolutely not. That was god-awful. That was egregious. and I'm actually going to be fighting with 2 cars into turn 1 for the lead. Charlie is in P1. No, he isn't. I was going to say, where did he come from? But that's a good enough start. Charlie overtakes Lando. Doohan stays in P1. That is pretty much perfect, to be honest. Even though that start was lackluster, I'm leading. Nice. And there's the end of lap 1. Fastest lap. It's just what we do. You know, world champion in the making right here. Leclerc, about 7 tenths back, so absolutely no threat going to turn 1 of lap numero dos, and I'm vibing right now. I know this might be a weird thing to say, but I get this weird, like, psychological thing where when I drive in the Alpine, I feel like I drive a lot better. And I don't know why or what that even means, but I just like this car a lot, the way it looks. And it's very bland. It's just black with a little bit of blue and a diddy bit of pink, but it looks lovely. I reckon, you know, like, if I could join any of the current F1 teams as, like, an esports content creator, I'd probably choose Alpine, do you know what I mean? They're definitely, you know, like, the best team there, you know, very, very good. I really like them in real life. Definitely haven't slated them for, like, the first half of this video, you know, get me in there. Right, and I have officially escaped Charlie's DRS, and I think at this point, I'm going to take a note out of Hugh Bird's book and say to myself, let's disappear. Well, I didn't quite disappear as much as I'd like to. I only gained about 2 seconds in 3 laps, but round the final corner we come, and it is going to be victory on debut for Jack Doohan. Here I come. There it is. Bosh. And I realised, no wonder Gasly and Ocon struggle with this thing in real life. That was the most awfulest performing car I have ever driven in any Formula 1 game. I was on 3-lap, 4-lap old soft tyres and could barely get round a corner. The traction and grip was so low. That was nuts. But I still won. So that's all that matters really, innit? And look at Doohan. Stand tall. Stand with pride. You've done it. You have won. Well, I've won, but you've won as well. We've won. Everybody's won. Why not? Apart from Lando Norris and Leclerc, who finished 2nd and 3rd. Fantastic, really. Definitely wasn't too easy. No, I deserve that in every way. Alright, so here we are in qualifying for round number 2 at Saudi Arabia. What I will say is, I don't want to, like, be cheeky. I don't want to foreshadow disaster, and I don't want to be Larry, but if I'm winning at Bahrain by 3 or 4 seconds, I realistically should absolutely smoke at Saudi Arabia, because Bahrain, I'm like average at. Jeddah, I'm pretty good at, so let's see. It is time. One-shot qualifying begins now. Ayuda, and let's have it. I also realise Ayuda in Spanish is help. It's Ahora that's now, but you know what? Ignore me. Turn 1 and 2, extremely good. Very, very clean. The grip is there. Now through turn 3, keep it nice and flat. We should be able to go flat through here as well, and here. And then we do a subtle lift, full throttle, subtle lift, full throttle. Pretty much bang on sector 1, to be honest, in every single way. Although, without realising, I've actually run through all of my overtake, and I've collided the wall on the inside there, so not great, to be honest. I've bottled that a little bit, but it should be fine. Another little club with the wall, another little club with the wall, another little club with the wall. I'm really not driving at the absolute cleanest I can at the moment, to be honest, am I? I'm hitting, like, every other wall, but it's fine. We move. Next corner, you got to be committed, you got to be fast, and that wasn't either of those things. But again, fastest sector 2, and given the car I'm in, I don't think this lap time's been too bad. I'd say there's another 10th and a half to 2 tenths in it. Maybe if I didn't use all my overtake in the first sector, I'd be a lot quicker, but it's fine. Missed the apex, another clog with the wall. Very unclean, but it doesn't have to be clean when you're getting pole position. And there you go. Back to back. Textbook. Easy. To be honest, that was very easy. What was the gap this? Oh, wow. Huh. Alright, fair. Given the fact that I lost about 3 to 4 tenths that lap. Yeah. Okay, sure. That's great. I should have got into the 28s there, to be honest, but it's fine. It's great. We're on pole by 6/10 over soon-to-be 4-time world champion Max Verstappen and soon-to-be world championship bottler Lando Norris and soon-to-be retired Sergio Perez. Fantastic. Okay, race time. Right, it's race time in Jeddah, and I'm going to set a standard for myself. I'm going to set a goal, and that is I want to win by at least 5 seconds. Yes, 1 second a lap faster than Max Verstappen. I think it's doable. Let's have it. Come on, baby. Let's get a good start and actually make this dream come true. And make what's his name? Doohan. That was an awful start. Let me finish what I was going to say, though. I want to try and get Doohan. How many points is it? I can't count. 52, that's the one. 52 points in 2 races. Here we go. Not a bad start. Checo Perez ahead of Lando Norris, fighting his teammate for P2 on the grid. No way, this is some insane battling between the Red Bulls, and I think Checo, for the first time ever, has gained a place on the opening lap. That is extraordinary, and he's fighting his teammate. Maybe he shouldn't retire just yet. I mean, he is my favourite driver by some distance, and I'm just sat here telling him to retire, so my bad, Checo. I can imagine this video hasn't been, you know, the best to watch for anyone, to be fair. I mean, I'm just getting pole by half a second and then winning by like 5-6 seconds. It can't be the most enjoyable thing, but hey, don't blame the player, blame the game. Make the difficulty harder, so I'm actually where I'm supposed to be, which is next to my teammate Gasly, who is like P14. That's where I need to be right now. I will say, though, the car feels a lot better in this race than the previous race. I don't know if that was just a setup thing. I don't know anything about the setup. Like, technically, I haven't got a clue. So I have no idea, like, what does certain things. But I feel really comfortable in this machine. Checo Perez and Lando Norris fighting for P2. That's great. Carry on. I just got the fastest Sector 1, but there was a reason for that. Lap number 2 is complete, and I'm on course for the moment to beat Verstappen by 5 seconds, but it's going to have to take 3 more qualifying laps if I want to get it done. So let me lock in and get this done. Achieve a lap time of a 33.1. What kind of insult is that? My fastest lap time is a 30 dead, and I'm going quicker each lap, and you want me to do a 33.1? Piss off! And here we go, final lap of the race. As you can see, already got a 5.5 second lead over Verstappen, and it's been a race, 2 races, 2 completely different. You know, the first race, car was awful, still won by a decent gap, but I couldn't drive properly. And for some reason here at Jeddah, this car has been fan-bloody-tastic. I feel like it's doing everything that I could ever want from a Formula 1 car. It's brilliant, and I just need to make sure that Verstappen isn't behind me. You don't want him behind you. You never know on these final laps. You know, Verstappen can catch up and, you know, try something a bit dangerous. So I need to make sure that he isn't catching up to me. I think we're good from behind at the moment. It's looking okay, to be honest. Yeah, no, I think we're good behind. I mean, it's okay. The gap is about 6 seconds. You might be able to just see him if I just keep doing this. You might be able to just about see him. I don't know, though. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can. If any of you got that reference, I rate you so much. Anyway, sorry if I gave you an epileptic seizure there, that's all on me. And here we come then, final corner. This lap has been absolutely egregious. I've actually lost half a second of Verstappen on this lap. I think my tyres are just starting to go a little bit. But here we come, across the line. And you know what, just for fun. Fucking go! I was a bit too close to losing that, to be honest. I was only meant to do a little drift over the line. I ended up doing a massive spin and just reversing. Nice, here I am. Yeah, Doohan, look at me. I'm a winner. I am the winner. The wheel's all doing this. Let's go. As he's just sat still in the wall of the pit lane. Nice. My goodness, how was that recording nearly 40 minutes long? That's only like 5 minutes less than my normal career mode videos. That's actually kind of nuts. I only did basically a 10 lap race. Insane. Anyway, the final finishing gap was actually just under half a second. Fastest lap as well by a second over Max Verstappen. Standings look like this, 52 points. Constructors look like this, 52 points. Lovely stuff. Yeah, you can probably tell I don't take this career mode seriously whatsoever because there's nothing serious about it. I'm Dak Doohan against Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, and I'm winning by huge margins. So yeah, I think they really need to up the difficulty or allow you to manually change the difficulty, like, you know, just so it's normal. You can, if you're like, you can choose like, oh, I want to play on 107. You can, but yeah. I don't know. I will do videos on the other 2 episodes when they come out. The next one's in about a week. The next one will probably be like 2 weeks after that. I don't know why it has to take 2 months or 1.5 months for a challenge career, but you know what? Sod it. That's going to be all from me today. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like the video. It helps out more than you can believe. And I will see you lot next time. Goodbye.